The evidence seems to indicate that you're watching Dolly Vision.
Footsteps down the hall, fingerprints of the dead, cold as stone. He's got the scoop, best around town known. Dolly Vision headlines, king of peace. Truth unravels, crackling through the heat. Lost soul shouting, echoes in the night. Rock the truth while live on air light. Top it up, Dolly Vision's dreaming real. True crime scene blast that feels so unreal. YouTube madness like share, subscribe. Chat's on fire, burning the world fire. Where's the baby missing shadows crawl? People whisper footsteps down the hall. Fingerprints of the dead, cold as stone. He's got the scoop, best around town known. Dolly Vision headlines, king of peace. Truth unravels, crackling through the heat. Lost soul shouting, echoes in the night. Rock the truth while live on air light.
YouTube, where's the baby? Where's the baby? That is the question we're asking today. And holy hypocrites, Batman, holy hypocrites. All right, as you know, you see the title says Sebastian Rogers. You can call all the names you want to Katie. You can call her anything you want, but don't say nothing about the Sith Lord, okay? People get mad. They get a little butthurt. You know why that is? Because people can't handle the truth. They can't handle the truth up here because they're a bunch of hypocrites. Now, here's my thing. Well, you guys are just tuning in. Make sure you leave your DNA on that like button. Okay? Leave your DNA on the like button just in case you go missing in the hills of Tennessee. That's the place everybody seems to go missing, is them hills in Tennessee. So I'm going to need your DNA on file. And if you're brand new and ain't a hypocrite, sub up to the channel. Feel free to ring the bell to know when my ugly face is going live. Okay? And share me anywhere, as long as it's not Pornhub. And let me give my warnings. Dolly Vision's for entertainment purposes only. We talk news, rumors, gossip, speculation, theories mixed with a little bit of comedy and chaos. Completely satire. Just my opinion, people. Do your own research. Callers' opinions are theirs and theirs alone, not to reflect on a Dolly. Everyone is innocent and proven guilty in a court of law. And the biggest one of them all is don't try to be Dolly at home. It's dangerous. Okay? It is dangerous. Now, people have been leaving some pretty hateful comments on my video about, Seth and his behavior and him not looking for his son, right? People can't handle the truth. I could come up here and call Katie every bad name in the book, and there wouldn't be one comment that was bad in my comment section. You come up here and you say, well, Seth's not doing the right things. He's not searching for his kid. He's out here profiting, but he stopped looking and he surrounded himself by con artists. They get mad. They cannot handle that shit, okay? Like a lot of these groups, are they Find Sebastian Rogers groups or they Katie Did It groups? Because if you're a Katie Did It group, then you need to change the name of your Facebook group to Katie Did It and not Help Find Sebastian or Search for Sebastian Rogers. So many YouTube creators up here are completely bashing Chris and Katie. We see it every day, right? Every day. And that's perfectly fine. That's acceptable. But when you call out the wrongs of the Sith Lord, people get butthurt. They get a little mad. They can't handle it. Dolly, why would you say something about the only person that is looking for Sebastian? He's not looking. That's my problem. Show me where he's looking. Show me any proof that he's looking. And he's surrounded by con artists. So they leave out the whole fact that this man has surrounded himself with con artists, right? But it's bad to talk about him. Oh, hell no. Listen, you don't got to tell me that you're going to unsubscribe. Just go ahead and go. Save yourself the typing and the off-writers in your knuckles, right? Like, you're a hypocrite. It's okay. If I was sitting up here saying Katie is a dog and she's a murderer and she's a killer, and listen, guys, truly, we don't know. We won't dare. Okay? I won't dare. Am I suspicious of Katie? Hell yeah, I'm suspicious of Katie. There's some things to me that don't add up. Does that mean Katie is a killer? No, right? So, but it's okay if I sat up here and bashed the hell out the mom and the stepdad. And let's be honest, Chris, he wasn't even there. Some people still thinks he has something to do with this, but I've always been like, I don't know, right? So it's okay to bash them. I can sit up here and say Chris got a mullet on his head. He got an El Chupacabra on his head. Katie fat. You can call these people any names you want, but don't say nothing about that grifting ass father of Sebastian's. Don't do that. Because then you are a terrible person. But I was a good person when I was shitting on Chris and Katie, right? It's okay to do that to them, but it ain't okay to call out the wrongs of the father when he was collecting money, paying people's mortgages and shit like that and not putting none of that up for his son. That's perfectly fine, okay? That's perfectly fine to do. But don't say nothing bad about Seth. Don't say nothing bad about Seth. To me, that is bullshit. Right? That is bullshit. We want Sebastian Rogers found, and we want the parents doing the right things on both sides. Okay? This ain't a pick a side. That's what people have done on YouTube, and that bothers the shit out of me. There's the green team, and then there's Chris and Katie's team. Okay? And I've always been right here in the middle. And a lot of these people in these Facebook groups say, Dolly, you jump back and forth, side to side. I do. Because when things ain't right, I call it out. Okay? On both sides. Right? If these people over here doing shit that ain't right, I'm going to say, hey, that ain't right. If Chris and Katie are doing things that I don't think should be done or saying things, and I'm going to say something about them. Okay? I haven't picked a side in this. Right? But apparently a lot of people have. And that's where we got, right? Like I seen YouTubers come out and say, it's a shame that these YouTubers would say something about Seth, basically talking about me, right? Basically talking about me, but too pussy to say my name. Okay. Too pussy, scared to say it, right? Because you know the backlash that's coming with it. While y'all over there simping for a con artist and a grifter. Okay. Make that make sense to me, right? And when I see it, I'm going to call it, right? Because I'm, like I said, I'm not here to make YouTube friends. I'm not here to hold Seth's hand. I'm not here to hold Chris and Katie's hand. I'm not here for any of those things. I'm here to bring answers to Sebastian Rogers and bring awareness to the case. That is absolutely it. The rest of these people, I could give two shits about. But I want people to hear this, that you know, that take the second to go, oh, I'm going to type something in hateful to Dolly. Right? Well, to me, you just seem ignorant. Okay? Because if the people ain't doing right, they ain't doing right. And if you're supporting a con artist, right, like Tony and all these things, then what does that say about you? Everybody will sit there and say, yeah, he's a crook. But then they'll support Seth, and Seth sits right beside him. Make that make sense to me, right? We've seen what type of terrible shit the Bullhorn's done, but yet it's okay for that person. All these people are fakes, right? Just his whole team is a team of absolute fakes. Okay? Even if Seth did nothing wrong, his team is shit. Okay. I hate to be the one to inform you guys that that is the case, but that is the case. His team is the most grifting con artist team I've ever seen. So if you're mad at me about saying those things, then what does that say about you? Apparently, you don't know how this internet shit works. But let me tell you this, Dolly does. These people that you're supporting, I firsthand know. Okay. I've met these people. I know what type of people they are. Can you ask yourself the same thing? Most of these people are coming here saying bad things to me. Have you ever been down there searching for Sebastian Rogers? Why would people be mad when I say search for Sebastian Rogers? But yet they're not saying it, right? They're not saying it. Why don't they want you to look for the kid? Don't you think if something was missing, you would want people to look for it? But yet these people don't want you to look. Because let's just say this, if Sebastian was found today, their grift would end. Okay. And they can't live with that. They can't live with the money flow stops on that. They can't stop. And for you people that say I make money out here off of Sebastian Rogers, I've never one time said, hey, I'm doing this for Sebastian. I'm putting up a billboard, give me money. I make money because I'm a YouTuber and I entertain my audience. I put on a show every day. I come up here, bring news, information, awareness to what I do. And I make money because I do this show. I don't make money off the back of a kid. I make money off the back of my name, Dolly Vision. Okay. Right. If I made all this money off kids, would I be selling Dolly Vision shirts right now? That's where Dolly makes his money. So y'all think I'm out here collecting off a kid? I'm not. If I'm pro Seth, I'm bringing awareness. Okay. I'm bringing awareness. If I'm anti Seth, I'm a grifter. Okay. Make that shit make sense. Make up your mind, people. Make up your mind, right? Because that's what it is. And we know there's a court date coming up in a couple of weeks, right? And it seems like a lot of YouTubers are merging in on that courtroom. All right. It seems like that must be the case. I see people in Facebook groups talking about it. Why all these YouTubers showing up? And I think that would be because a lot of people look over the bullhorn stuff and they want to see something done about the type of behavior that she does. Because when you do things like go to crime scenes looking for children and out there searching, this woman makes you look bad. Okay. No, not Coke. I can drink whatever I want to drink. Okay. I can drink whatever I want to drink, as long as I drink it in moderation. Hi, Dolly.
Please keep us in your prayers, Toyota.
Toyota. Okay. I don't know what that was supposed to say, Toyota, but prayers to your mother and hopefully everything goes good. You know, here's one thing we're not promised is tomorrow, and everybody, you know, we're going to leave this world at some point. Some of us before others. And we got to prepare ourselves. To live is to die, right? It just is. We're all going to meet that moment. And I think the best thing you can do is make the best of the time that you have here now. Okay. This is the importance of loving each other. You know, because like I said, I've had a scare where Dolly almost died. You just not promised tomorrow. And I felt healthy as a horse. Next thing you know, I'm laying in ICU fighting for my life. Right. So it happens, and just, you know, spend as much time with your mother that you have and make sure she knows you love her, and help her transition to that other side. And just know this, if your faith is strong, you'll see each other again, that this is not the last time. This is just a passing of a moment. So that's the best thing I could tell you on that. Amen. Okay. So like I said, listen, people think it's okay to say whatever they want to say about Chris and Katie. But then as a YouTuber, they're going to get up here and go, oh, how dare these people say something about Seth? Let me tell you this. Seth's not winning Father of the Year anytime soon. Okay. He's not out there looking. He's not out there searching. There hasn't been no active searches on the ground. Somebody said he's boots on the ground. Okay. That's what they said. He's boots on the ground. What ground is he on? He ain't searching. He was in Oklahoma too, right? That's no different than Katie and them leaving while Sebastian was gone. It's the same thing. He left too. All these people, you know, he wanted them in a home. He was looking for homes to put them in. He has a CPS report against him. He's no different than Chris and Katie to me, right? It's the same thing. He, you know, he had the opportunity to get Sebastian out of that house and he didn't. If your kid came to you and said, I'm being abused or they're doing this to me and they're doing that to me, and you go, well, I'm sending you back. Well, then you're just as responsible. You're just as responsible for what's going on as them. And then you got these con artists and these fake rewards and all this bullshit that's going on, lawsuits, you know, like, but people can support that, right? Y'all support that behavior. And what you're doing is by supporting that behavior, you're encouraging that behavior. Okay. You're encouraging con artists and grifts to continue this grift and instead of spreading awareness about what's going on in this case. You know, it's easier to do things like they're doing and cause drama and chaos, fighting between each other and doing this stuff for weeks. That's okay. That grown ass men come up here and act like bitches. That's perfectly fine, right? They're over here and just bickering and barking at each other and just, it's just a bunch of BS. And this is what the Sebastian Rogers case has turned into. All right. Now, still to me, I do think Katie is suspicious, right? But I don't know. I don't have any proof, just like they don't have any proof, just like you leaving these hateful comments on my page, not my people, but other people. You don't have any proof. Okay. Now, if you had some proof and you came over here and said, Dolly, how dare you say these things, but you have no proof. None. Right. The last we heard of the police say everybody was a suspect. Okay. Everybody. You're using your opinion, just like I use my opinion. But yet, if your opinion ain't right, you're taking it out on somebody else. And I'm not. Okay. That's the difference. I'm not coming over here leaving people that think Seth is a great guy hateful comments, right? But I don't think he's a good guy. I think he's shown us that in his behavior. He's used to search for his kid to be perverted to women. He's used this to collect money. He's used this to pay women, right? Basically, allegedly paid his girl's mortgage. And still collecting, but hasn't put up one penny as a reward, hasn't been out there searching, none of these things, right? And people are like, well, he's doing more than Chris and Katie. What's he doing? What's he doing? I think he's doing the same. I think he's doing the same, if not worse. We ain't seen Chris and Katie try to make one dime off of this kid. Now, they got money. I don't think they need money, right? I'm sure everybody needs money, even when you got money, usually when you got money, you got a lot of bills. But what I'm saying is they've come up on the news. They just did America's Most Wanted. Chris and Katie did. They just gave the 1 year anniversary stuff interviews. They did the same thing Seth's doing. So Seth's not doing anything that Chris and Katie's not doing. Matter of fact, none of them are searching, not publicly searching. And to believe that you think TikTok Tony, right, and these people are out in the woods searching, that shows me right there your intelligence. Okay. And then the worst thing I hate to do is argue with people that ain't on my level, right? Because to argue with you, I had to bring it down a notch of intelligence to argue with you, right? And I really don't like to do that, right? I usually like to argue with people that's of the same intelligence, because then it's a good debate. But when I had to sit there and you act like this dude is some saint and he's some good guy and you're absolutely wrong, and then I got to go over 100 things with you to explain to you why I think the way I do. Just like in the beginning when he was telling JLR to cut on the camera, film this, like it's a movie or a show. This ain't a movie or a show. This is a missing kid, right? But the hypocrisy of all this, that it's okay to talk about one parent, but not okay to talk about all the parents. Get the hell out of here with that. when JR was first reported, he did a good job, but Tony turned him off and he changed his tune because everybody knew that Tony was a con artist grifter. Okay. When in the Caleb Harris case, they called him Mr. GoFundMe. Okay. That's what you had to Nina Glass, rest in peace to Nina Glass. I don't like to talk bad about somebody that's passed away, but nothing more than a crook. Okay. Nothing more than a con herself. So we got these con artists that leech on to these families, okay? Straight leech on to them. Want to be their best friends, hug them, be by their side, be their voice. And that is okay. That's fine to them. It's fine that their PR person is a con man. That's perfectly fine. Nobody, right? Like nobody will say nothing about that when they argue about how dare you talk about Seth. They don't say how dare you talk about Tony. Okay, that is the voice of Seth. Nobody says nothing about that. Okay, because they know they can't argue the Tony stuff or the Betty stuff or the Monkey Boys. They can't argue that because they know these people are cons and grifters. So they'll be like, "Oh, you're picking on the father, the only one that's looking." He's not the only one looking. Okay, and damn Terry Lynn down there looking more than he is. Silver on the scenes down there looking more than he is. There's more. It's bad when YouTubers are searching more than the dude that's online saying how much he cares, and we're bringing Sebastian home, selling for. We're gonna bring him home. He's alive. Listen, I like to think he's alive too. I really would, but I live in reality, in the real world. Okay, the boy ain't been seen in all since February of 2024. No, but not one eyewitness, no spot, no nothing. Nobody's heard from him. Nothing. This boy, I don't believe, is with us anymore. And this is, and I'm going to continue to say this is a recovery mission. We need to get out in those woods. People need to be searching. They need to find the remains of this child. It sucks. It's terrible. It's horrible. We live in a world that's not that great. Bad things happen. I look at Caleb Harris. He fell in a manhole. Everybody thought he was out there too, right? He wasn't. He was in the manhole, deceased. A kid just went missing from here. Everybody thought he was out there. They found him in a lake. He wasn't with us. He was deceased. There's a reason people don't see these kids when they go missing because they're not with us anymore. And it's sad and it's heartbreaking. And I know it's things people don't want to hear. I don't even really like saying it. But we gotta realize that these things do happen in our world. And most likely, statistically, that is what has happened. After 48 hours, if you're not found alive, the chances you be found alive is just dropped by 50%. Okay. And that's in 48 hours. We're over a year into this case and this child hasn't been found. And there's nobody in his family trying to put together organized searches. But yet I'm the bad guy because I'm screaming, search for the child, search for the child, search for the child, search for the child. Why would you be mad at somebody that is screaming to the top of the lungs, look for this kid? Dolly, can you show the updated flyer? What updated flyer? I mean, Sebastian's picture is right on this screen right here. It goes through. I'm not worried about any flyer that's been put out by some bullshit intelligence agency with some bullshit rewards or con artists here, scammers here. I'm not worried about none of that. Okay. And I don't think you should be either. Yeah. That to this fake $400,000. Listen, guys, do y'all believe that stuff? You may be at the wrong channel. Okay. I don't want to discourage people not to be here, but if you just believe in anything that's out there, like, I don't know what to say to you. I don't hate you. I ain't mad at you. You you have the right to your opinion just like I do. But I'm just letting you know you need to pay more attention to what's going on in the world around you. All right. If it was just Seth out here looking for his son out there searching, I'd be backing Seth, supporting Seth, all those things, but it's not. It's Seth and a group of con artists, okay, together. His whole group is con artists. Now, did Chris and Katie have a con artist around them? Yeah, SF Investigates. Same kind of person. Jumps on any case, just trying to get attention, trying to do that, right? They don't stick with one anything. It's the next big thing, next big thing, next big thing, next big thing to them, right? So the good thing about that is SF has left Chris and Katie alone. He's unleashed to them, okay? Now, but these other leeches, they're not letting go so easy. They're not. They're going to suck every bit of blood.
Appreciate your passion for this and on listening to cases. APJ, praying gesture emoji.
Thank you, TGK. Some people be like right there, Dolly, you just made money off of Sebastian. No, I made money because I come up here and talk and do a show. Okay. People tip me here for my entertainment value. I can talk about anything and people give me super chats. Okay. Anything. So to some people, that's me making money off of Sebastian. And the difference between me and Seth is I'm a YouTuber. Okay. People tip me for my entertainment value. They come here and they enjoy the show. They're tipping him because they feel sorry for him, his kid. That's it. There's a difference. So when people are sitting here saying I make money off kids, I don't make money off kids. Not at all. I make money because I'm an entertainer. Can Seth say he's an entertainer? Does he seem like an entertainer to anybody? Does he have a YouTube show that he does? I think not. Right? So I just hate these hypocrites that Katie did it, Katie did it, Katie did it. Seth's a saint. No, he's a piece of shit. Hanging around a bunch of pieces of shit. Together, they're a pile of shit. That's the way I look at it. And it's just the truth. And some people don't want to hear that. Do I feel sorry for Seth that his son's missing? Absolutely. Of course, man. I'm a father. Would I want my child missing? Hell no. Would I align myself with a bunch of con artists if my child came up missing? No. You know why? Because I'm a good person. I wouldn't want these terrible people. Thank you, See, there you go, guys. Her whole family enjoys the show, and that's why she super chatted. She didn't super chat and it would say, find Sebastian, did she? Okay. So that money you just seen me make, did I make that off of Sebastian? According to some of them people out there, I did. But I think not. So, and I'll explain the differences of what I do to compare to what they do. All right. It's a big damn difference. And the money I make, I use to go out looking for missing kids and help families. Do I have to do that? No, I can sit here at this desk like every other YouTuber and just talk about the cases. I don't have to fly here, fly there, make banners, go search it. I don't have to do all those things. You know why I do those things? Because I want to bring answers to these kids. I want to help. That's the reason I do these things. And should I be searching for more than the father of this kid that's right there in Tennessee, but decided, well, I ain't gonna look because he's out there alive somewhere. I don't think he's hiding in the woods for 14 months. Shame on you, man. Shame on you. As a father, it's absolutely disgusting. Now, I know most of you guys in here are women, okay? You're women, you might not get this, but I'm a man and I'm a father. To me, it is absolutely disgusting. Let me tell you this. If my daughter was missing, thank you, Ever Love Me 77. That's awesome of you. We love you guys too. I would leave no stone unturned to find my child. I would make sure that every bit of them woods have been covered, every square inch of everything has been covered. And I would search nonstop. It's just what I would do. Because I know you ain't going to find nothing that you ain't looking for. My dog's out there going crazy. Be quiet, dogs. I can hear you. LOL, not really. Don't understand it. I'll watch tonight. Thank you anyway. Good morning, you and PJ. Also search for these kids too. Sarcasm for fun. You have been a member for 10 months. Thank you guys. Thank y'all for all the support y'all do for the channel. But people, they get mad when I say things that don't align with what they once said, right? That, Seth is this great guy he's out there searching for Sebastian, and he's not. If he was out there searching for Sebastian, I'd be out there helping him. Okay? He's not out there searching for this child. He's openly said he's not out there searching for the child. So, and then everybody's like, for people that believe that Chris and Katie hid this child, my opinion, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. That search that the police did cost millions of dollars. If they had hid this kid and they proved it, that state would come after everything they had and they'd lose everything they got. I don't think they're quite that stupid to hide this child. And, at this point, we've seen Seth change up his story, align himself with bad people, and continue to do this, right? If he was a smart man, he would have got away from those people and continued to do what made the internet appreciate what Seth was doing in the very beginning. Now, even in the beginning, he wasn't searching. The Raging Cajuns, they were down there. Seth was sitting in his truck. Okay, he sat there. He didn't go out searching. At some point, Seth did put search parties together. They were meeting at the Rudder. Y'all remember that? That didn't last long. As soon as Tony and Betty got involved with that stuff, all that ended. Then it became something else. Okay, it became something else at that point. Thank you, Short Legs. So, and most of these people, like, they'll say, well, you make money off a kid. Short Legs have been donating to this channel for years. Okay. So, I think more could be done. More could be done. But I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy to some of these. Not everybody. A lot of people think they love that I tell them the truth, right? Some people want the truth. They respect the truth. But other people want you to say what their opinion is. Or it's F you. Or it's, oh, you don't know what you're picking on the father of a missing child. Well, what about, why don't you go put that same energy on these other people out here that's talking bad about Chris and Katie? Because last time I checked, Katie was the mother of the child. But it's okay to call her names or to say bad things about her or be suspicious of her. But if he was suspicious of Seth and the con artists and grifters that he hung out with, I would say, well, Seth hangs out with more bad people than Chris and Katie do. Facts. Okay. I mean, you got a damn con man that sits to the right of Seth every time he speaks and speaks for him. A straight con man. Okay, nothing more, nothing less. And that is okay with you people out there. That's fine. Because it's Seth. He's the father of a missing kid, so he can align himself with crooks and criminals and scammers. One of them about to go to jail here in a couple of weeks, right? One of them about to go to jail. Now, we seen how that lady acted, right? We seen how she acted in the things she said with absolutely no proof. And we see these same people make up stuff on the stepdad, right? Monkey Boy over there imposing photos of Chris into a blob. And they've been shown to be scammers, right? Same dude that showed Kylie Rodney's dead body. Okay. These are the people, right? These are the people. The whole crew is absolutely horrible. And they will do anything for a click and a view. It's just what it is. And how dare them have the nerve to say something about Seth when all they do is shit up there and shit talk Chris and Katie. That's it. Difference between me, I shit talk everybody. I'm an equal opportunity shit talker. Because I'm real. All right. And that's one thing you don't hear them saying. You don't never hear none of them other YouTubers say they're a real person because they ain't. They ain't. They know they ain't. Right? They just know, right? And look, I think most of the internet knows too. Love Dolly, PJ, and the Turtles. It's easy to come up here and feed people a bunch of bullshit, right? You know, I could come up here and sell you false hope all day long, right? Like they're doing. Or I could come up here and be honest, and I can come up here and be truthful and tell you guys what I really think. Now, if people just want stuff for entertainment, then, you know, I could jump on the money train. You think, you know, you're sitting here saying I make money off of this. If I wanted to make money off of this, I'd be doing the same thing they're doing. The exact same thing. I'm more against the grain than anybody else I know on the YouTube streets. Whatever usually these grifting ass people think, I think the opposite of. Always have. Probably always will. And like I said, like, you know, why pick a side in this? Because a lot of people have. You picked a side. Like, it's better to be neutral in a case, because if we go with just the facts, right, we don't know what happened to Sebastian, right? I mean, we have our theories. Even Dolly has theories. I have my suspicions, okay? But we don't have any proof. None. I don't. You don't. They don't, okay? And to hear Tony lie that the police are telling them things that they can't tell, it goes into his con. Let's sell this false hope. Let's keep this going long as we can. Because listen, to be honest, what update did they have when they did this update on Sebastian? They didn't have none. Nothing's changed, right? Everybody already knew about the America's Most Wanted show, right? So what had changed? What is Seth doing more than Chris and Katie? None of them are searching, but Seth's taking money. He's not taking money to put up billboards. He's not taking money to bring in searchers. He's not buying damn bloodhound dogs. He's not doing any of that, right? He's just basically taking money. And I think that's what they have a problem with me saying, is something about the money part of it, because they think, well, you make money. What I'm trying to explain to people is I make money in a different way. Okay. I'm an entertainer. I've been an entertainer since I was a kid. I'm going on 30 years.
On the train, steam locomotive emoji. Much love to Dolly, PJ, Pops, and all the turtles. Turtle emoji.
Thank you, Sarcasm for Fun. I've been an entertainer since I was a teenager in bands. Okay. This is what I do. If you say, Dolly, what do you do for a living? I would say I'm an entertainer. Okay. I'm not a correctional officer. I'm not somebody that has a YouTube channel based on I lost my kid. Okay. You understand? I've had this YouTube channel for years, and YouTube channel before this for years. So I've always been a YouTuber. This ain't something that I just popped up here and go, well, look, I'm going to make $1 off this kid. Y'all have it twisted. And the thing, I make a ton of money off of YouTube. It's like, I don't know what people think. They think when they see a YouTuber that all YouTubers are like magically rich, right? That we just got money pouring out our pockets. Like, no, you know, merchandise and soaps and lotions and body washes. The reason I push all that is because that keeps the lights on. All right. Not the YouTube AdSense revenue. Do you know you need thousands of plays to make like $20? $20. Okay. You could literally, at this level that I'm on YouTube, you can go get a minimum wage job and make just as much money. Right? It is what it is. But if you work it all together, you know, the little bit of AdSense revenue, sell you a few t-shirts, sell my lotions and my soaps, then yeah, I can pay my bills. I'm not up here banking all this money. You made money. What that shit drives me crazy because I haven't made any money off these kids. And people so want to get, when they want to get pissy, that's what they want to say. Okay. But when I bring awareness to kids, what then? Okay. Because I can use my show and not, just like right now, these missing kids flyers are popping up on the screen. Do you see that happening on a lot of these other YouTube shows through the whole show right now? Do you see that? Because I figured, hey, this is a good way to bring awareness. I just have their pictures rotating on the screen. You know, I don't have to do that. I don't, like I said, I don't have to get out this desk and go look. I don't have to do any of that shit. I can sit right here and do a YouTube show and do the exact same thing without doing all that other stuff that I'm doing. But then I would be just like these other people. They didn't even show Sebastian during his dead stream at Dolly. Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm saying. You know, like, what pisses me off is I get out there and look. And not only do I get out there and look, I'm not from Tennessee. I'm not from Tennessee. I'm from Virginia. I'm 10 and a half hours away from Tennessee, from where he's at least probably 11, maybe even more, depending on traffic. Okay. That far away. When you got these people right here that won't organize a search for their son, but yet they'll sell you a Sebastian's missing t-shirt. Okay. That's great. You know, the t-shirts bring awareness. I try to look at the good in all of this. But like I said, the man is surrounded by con artists, grifters, and scammers. Not the best people. But people don't see that. How do you miss it? How do you miss it? Like, you've seen the man 12. I mean, he has the name 1202 for a reason. But people overlook all that stuff because this dude that could have had his kid, that sent his kid back into them same conditions, is sad that his kid is gone. Well, maybe if you hadn't sent him back, maybe this wouldn't have occurred. Okay, there's a cause and effect to everything in this world. It just is. Like, we still ain't, the grandmother knew bad things were happening, Sebastian. She did nothing, right? What did the grandma do? What did Grandma Seth do? Nothing. She did nothing. She didn't tell anybody. This kid was crying out for help. Sebastian was crying out to a lot of people, his teachers, his grandmothers, to his father. Did they help him? Ask yourself that question before you leave a hateful comment on my channel. Did these people help him? Did Seth help him? Did he? Answer that question before you leave a bad comment on my page. Ask yourself, did Seth help this child when he knew his conditions? When he knew what was happening to him in that house, allegedly. Now, I don't know if that was really happening to him in the house. I'm just going on what Seth said. But he did nothing. He did absolutely nothing. So before you take the time to type out a 20-minute, Dolly sucks, I hate you, Dolly, how dare you say something bad about the father, the only person looking. He's not looking. If he was looking, I wouldn't be saying this. Okay? I wouldn't. I've been preaching for the search of Sebastian Rogers for 11 straight months. Screaming it from the rooftops. Bitching like a crazy mad woman. Okay? To try to get these people to listen. That's it. I don't, like I told people before, I have nothing personal against the parents of this child. Seth, Chris, Katie, nothing. I don't know them. I can only judge what I see.
I'll sit here nightly and talk about at the very least 4 different cases every night. There's no need to defend what you do. They would do better if they watched her show. They should thank you for keeping their son's name out.
Yes. And this, listen,
I agree with what you're saying.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's awesome of you guys. So, yeah, our supporters have been our supporters no matter what. And you're right, Christy Ford. Like, we talk about different things, and super chats come in on everything I talk about is because it's me, the entertainer up here talking about is bringing this stuff to the internet. People appreciate that. It's totally not the same. And you're right. I don't have to explain myself. Right. But I'm not explaining myself to you guys because I know y'all know who I am in my heart. Right. Because y'all here with me every day and y'all understand that. These are to these people that want to come and leave shitty comments without asking themselves simple questions first. Right? Why aren't you leaving shitty comments for the dead? Okay, why don't you go over there and leave him shitty comments and say, hey, why didn't you stop this from happening? When Sebastian was crying out to you for help, why didn't you help him? Why don't y'all go type down on his page first before you come over here and you say something negative to me? Okay, because he cried out to his father. I'm just using Seth's words that they were talking to him. He was trapped in that room. They talked to him like he was a dog. And they wanted Seth to take him, but yet Seth didn't take him. Chris called up Seth. Hey, will you take your son? Well, I got to get him into school. I would have instantly took my child. As soon as my child came to me and said they're doing this to me, they're doing that, and they don't want me there, you can believe my child would have been with me. Yes. Yes. And I agree with you, PJ. I mean, and I'm just using what Seth has said, unless, Seth only had his child 4 days a month, and he acts like he's the greatest dad to ever in the history of fathers. Right. And then at that, you left him there by himself when you had him them 4 days a month. But you remember the story of Sebastian out there talking to the neighbor, my dad will be home soon. You only have the kid 4 days a month. You can't take off work those days that you have your child. But this is the people are like, oh my God, Seth is the greatest. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Is Katie suspicious? Yeah. To me, she is, right? Does that mean Seth is a good guy because Katie's suspicious? No. Okay. Katie can be suspicious, right? Katie can be the culprit, and that still don't make Seth a good person, right? That don't change the fact that his whole team is a fucking cons and grifters. That don't change that, right? Just because Katie and Chris's behavior is super sus.
Face with monocle emoji, nerd face emoji, disguised face emoji, cricket sunglasses, rolling on the floor laughing emoji, rolling on the floor laughing emoji, rolling on the floor laughing emoji, still nothing, zany face.
There you go. Right. That donation was so my bad vision could get some glasses. So, everybody thinks that, that there's a lot of people that talk about missing kids that don't get donations, right? I think, I get donations because I bring the truth, entertainment, things like that. And people generally like Dolly. I mean, you see the numbers on the channel. I don't think you get to those numbers without somebody enjoying your content or liking you. I think that shows you right there that people enjoy.
Glasses for Dolly.
Helena, thank you. See, so if I was talking about my day, which I'm about to start talking about a little bit today, because my legs are killing me. And for everybody that missed Turtle Island last night, sorry guys, I was wore slap ass out last night. For the last 2 days, I've been at GalaxyCon, which is a couple hours from here. So I have to travel there, walk around all day. Just, there's, but what GalaxyCon is,
I want to know if they think it is Sebastian in the recently released Shadow Person Walking video.
I don't know. I mean, there's a possibility that it could be, Sebastian or somebody else. We don't know. It's too hard to tell. So right now it's just a big nothing burger. If it is Sebastian, we can't tell. If it ain't Sebastian, we can't tell. So, you know, if it is Sebastian, it shows you right there that Chris and Katie have nothing to do with this. Okay? Because that means he was.
Hubby and I enjoy your content. Peach Vision 22 Channel 2.
Yes, and I enjoy you guys being here. You guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you for all the support and love and all the likes and everything that make this channel possible. I think if these people that left these hateful comments watched our audience for a little bit, they would think twice before they said the hateful, mean stuff that they say. Okay. But anyway, so the last couple of days I've been at GalaxyCon. GalaxyCon is one of the biggest like comic book, celebrity, anime conventions. Okay. And it basically has all kinds of celebrities there. It has comic book people, writers. It has voiceover actors. I got to meet Barney. Okay. I got to meet Dora the Explorer. I talked to Barney for a little bit about my daughter and how she would torture me with Barney shit when she was a kid. Bunch of professional wrestlers, Booker T, Mick Foley was there. For some of y'all seen my Facebook, seen the Mick Foley. He also did a plug for the channel. Kurt Angle was there. Kane was there. Oh, I got to meet Jake the Snake Roberts. Okay. Ric Flair canceled. Okay. I'm mad at you, Rick. I did some Ric Flair hunting. Okay. I was track him down, put him in the figure 4 leg lock. Ric Flair canceled. He was there. And then I don't.
How many super chats we at?
How many super chats we're at? I don't know. Let me look. I'll tell you. We are at. Does it say? Hold on. Give me a second. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Hold on. I'll tell you. I had to count them.
Dolly is a boss.
1, 2. I don't know. Dolly is a boss. I don't know how many super chats we're at. I don't think we hit the goal yet because I think it lets us know when we hit the goal. Far as the giveaway. Okay, so anyway, Ric Flair got there. I guess he ended up getting there. I don't know if he had a dispute over money with the GalaxyCon or whatever it may be, but he ended up canceling after he was already there.
12 super chats as of this one.
Okay, 12 as of this one. So you're my favorite Turtle King. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. So I didn't know Ric Flair had canceled. So the first day I get there,
My favorite Turtle King, Turtle Emoji.
thank you, Helena, and thank you, beautiful sunflower. Love you and PJ. Thank you.
Love you and PJ. Purple heart emoji. Purple heart emoji. Purple heart emoji. Purple heart emoji.
He would know if he had glasses on times 2.
If he had glasses. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji. X2.
Usually it shows me, but for some reason it's not showing me today how many super chats there are.
15.
Okay, number 15. Okay, we're at number 15. So, like I said, the Steiner brothers were there. JR and Jerry the King Lawler were there. I liked a lot of the wrestlers because I'm an old school wrestling fan. And let's see who else was there.
Dolly Uncensored and Peach Vision are my only paid subs on YouTube.
Thank you guys. Thank you. And I don't know. I don't know. I wish everybody in this situation, far as Sebastian Rogers,
Number 18 super chat.
number 18 super chat. Okay, so we're going to be doing a giveaway. Okay, what do y'all want me to give away? Do y'all want a shirt? Y'all want a Dolly Vision shirt?
Purple heart emoji.
Okay, let's do a Dolly giveaway. All right, let's see. I need something to write with.
Riding caught alive for the first time in ages. Turtle emoji.
All right, hold on. Let me find something to write with. Okay. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me go get a pen. I'll be right back with you guys and I'll do a giveaway. Okay, I'm back. Now, let me grab something to write on. All right. Thank you, allegedly. Oh, and like I was saying about GalaxyCon, really cool time. I will post a video today. I did a walkthrough of, I show a lot of the celebrities. Weird Al Yankovic was there. William Shatner was there. Martin Sheen was there. Who else was there? The dude from Clerks. I forget his name. Some people from Reno 911. There was a ton of celebrities there. And I took a lot of pictures of me with different people with different cosplay outfits on, like Batman. I got to meet a lot of furries. Okay. There's a lot of furries there. But I will post a video later today. So you guys will get to see what GalaxyCon is like. So, you know me, they say I'm a little controversial for CrimeCon, right? And CrimeCon's okay. It's nowhere near as big as GalaxyCon. And next year, I'm going to try to get in Joey Fantone. Yeah, the NSYNC guy, he was there. So this is a way bigger convention. Way huge. I mean, way bigger. I mean, it's 10 times bigger than CrimeCon. Okay, for all you people. So instead of us trying to get on the CrimeCon, we're going to get on to some of these other conventions that we're not too controversial for, and that we're just getting in as a creator. They don't care if you're controversial. They don't give a damn. And there must have been, PJ, what do you think? 20,000 people? 20. I mean, so you couldn't even find a place to park. I mean, the whole parking garages were filled. We had to park like 5 blocks down the road, in like an alley, kind of set up, like, you know, just jam up in there somewhere. So we're going to try to get on to one of these conventions, which we're going to get on as probably a vendor and advertise our YouTube like that. So, you know, we'll be selling t-shirts and tumblers and our merchandise, and then we'll have the big Dolly banners up, so that way we can spread the word of Dolly Vision even more and bigger. And then we don't have to kiss CrimeCon's ass, right, with their little convention that they do. I mean, CrimeCon is a big convention, right? But the thing about it is there's conventions out here that way more people go to. Like, way more people are, you know, I think we would have done great if we would have knew what GalaxyCon was this year and got us a table there. Okay. Instead of trying to deal with CrimeCon and them saying you're too controversial. Okay. But yet their main speaker at their convention is somebody that's controversial. Who's more controversial than Nancy? Okay. That's how I look at it. Love you, Dolly from London. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So there's a couple different conventions that we're going to try to get onto that we know we're going to get a vendor table. It's just for advertisement of Dolly to meet people. You know, matter of fact, at GalaxyCon, I met another true crime creator. She did a podcast, True Crime and Tea with Katie. Okay. I believe was her name. I told her I would remember it. I hope that was right. But she's in this area, a local girl from Virginia, and she does a true crime podcast. So it was really cool meeting her. I think I got her name right. I hope I didn't, because she might be watching. She did sub up the channel right in front of me. So let's pick a number. There's a lot of people in here. PJ, put a slow the chat for a minute, because we got over 1,000 people in here. Yeah, slow the chat so I can see these numbers. Okay. Now let me explain the rules to you guys. We're going to give away a t-shirt, a Dolly Vision. It's going to be either this one or the other one. Okay. But it'll be a Dolly Vision t-shirt. And it is going to be, we'll do it in large. Okay. Is that what we got the most of? You read my mind. Did it already. Okay. We'll give it away. What do we got the most shirts of? Larges or extra larges, PJ? What size, PJ? What do we got the most of? You do inventory. We got more largest than extra largest. I'm about to tell you guys. I was just waiting for PJ's comment. Large or extra large, both okay. Okay. So we'll give away an XL, extra large t-shirt. Okay. Now here's what I want you guys to do. Listen first before y'all do anything. I'm gonna say a set of numbers between like 0 to 5,000, right? Not yet though. Don't start saying numbers. And it's the first time I see it. Somebody may put it in the chat room before, right? But the first time I physically see the number, you are our winner. Okay. The neighbors are outside. My dogs are going crazy because they're barking like madness. Hold on one second, guys. Okay. So don't put numbers yet, anyone. So the first time I see it, you will be the winner. It don't matter if somebody said it before you. It's just the first time I see the number. Make sure first you guys give this video a like. We got 996 people in the room. So we should at least have 1,000 likes on this video. Okay. So if you haven't, hit the like button real fast. Tell me how many likes we got, PJ. Okay. We got 700. We got 777. Okay, y'all get it up to 1,000 real quick. Y'all get it. We're gonna give this t-shirt away. All right, we're gonna give this t-shirt away real fast. We at 517. Boy, y'all be greedy with those likes, don't you? You be greedy as hell with the likes. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pick a number. Y'all already saying numbers, guys. Y'all don't even know what it's between yet. Okay. You was 761 like 803. Okay, well, y'all getting it up there pretty quick. All right, so we're going to make sure you like it. We're going to do giveaway time. Okay, giveaway time. I see 808. Okay, well, that's better. That's better than it was. So that's all you got to do. All I ever ask of anybody is just like the video. That's it. If you can like it, share it. That is awesome. You don't got to do any more than that. If you do donate financially, that is awesome of you. Okay, that helps us do the cool things that we do. But if you can't afford it, no big deal. Just like the video. It's absolutely free. You know, share it on your Facebook. It don't cost you a penny, and it helps a ton. Okay, it helps a ton. So the number you get to pick from is from 0 to 100. The first person to pick the number that's rolled up in this piece of paper will win a free Dolly t-shirt. Okay. So the first time I see it, I will let you guys know. Let me be ready because it's a lot of people and it should be easy to hit. Right there. Allegedly, you just won yourself a free Dolly t-shirt. Let me show you that it matches. Can y'all see that? Even if you can't, it says 56. Okay. 56 was the winning number, allegedly. You just won yourself a Dolly t-shirt. Now, this is what you got to do to collect it. Best soap in the game. Okay. Best soap in the game at gmail.com. My mods will post it into the chat room. Okay. Best soap in the game. You just won you in, I think I said extra large, right? Extra large Dolly Vision t-shirt. You need to write that, put the number you picked in there and be like, Dolly, I'm allegedly blah, blah, blah. Send us a screenshot of your Facebook. Of your YouTube. And be like, I want a t-shirt. And send me your mailing address and we will get a t-shirt out to you. Now be patient. It takes us a little while. Okay. It's going to ship today, but it will come out to you. So be patient. You just picked you up a Dolly Vision t-shirt. So congratulations on that. All right. Now, where was I at? I was bitching. Okay. Back to bitching. Now I was talking about GalaxyCon, which was really cool. And later today, I will upload some videos from GalaxyCon so y'all can get a little look to see what it looks like some of the celebrities. And I do a walkthrough and I show you what all is there. And if you're into like comic books, celebrities and, anime, and they didn't have a lot of horror movie stuff there. I did pick up, there was a little bit of horror movie because you know how I collect horror movie things, right? I did buy me something awesome. I did get me one awesome thing there, right? I almost want to show you guys. Y'all want to see what I got? Anybody want to see? I added something to my collection. Do y'all want to see it? If y'all want to see what I added to my collection, press 1. If y'all don't want to see it, I won't show y'all. Okay. I added 2 things. One thing was an Art the Clown Buddha. Okay. It's a Buddha, with the big fat belly. But instead of being Buddha, it's Art the Clown. Okay, y'all want to see? But I got something cool. Do y'all want to see what I got? Y'all want to see what I got? Y'all might like it. Y'all might not. I don't know. Okay, I'll show it. I'll show it to y'all. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all what I got. You gotta give me a minute because it's gonna take me a second to go in there and get it. Okay. People are so good. I just good at guessing. Just hold on. Let me show y'all what I got. All right. Give me 2 minutes. Not even. It'll take me a minute. I know where it's at. What up? This is what I got. Oh my goodness, creepy. Yeah, it was an awesome Freddy mask. I was like, I gotta have that. Because for most of you guys that know, I collect a bunch of horror movie stuff. Dolly, you're too much. I know. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be slashing into your dreams tonight. Okay, I'm gonna be all up in your dreams. Better watch out. Okay, you better watch out. All right, hold on. Okay, it's a little harder to get it off than it was to get on. It likes to stick to your head, so it kind of molds to your face a little bit. Very cool. Yeah. So I had to have it. It was just one of those things. I was like, because I got Jason. Now I got Freddy. I got Frankenstein. Oh, John Carpenter was at GalaxyCon. And he, because I wear that, I got that They Live mask. I also got, I have another mask over here by me somewhere. Oh, hold on. This is from House of a Thousand Corpses. Okay. So, for people that don't know, if you They Live was also a great movie. I know I could have got John Carpenter to sign my mask, but for an autograph from John Carpenter was like $100. And then if you sign merchandise, it was even more because if you get a signed autograph, I should have got him to sign the mask. I don't know what I was thinking because it would have made the mask worth like a lot of money, especially with it being signed by John Carpenter. Okay, so look, they had a Freddy Krueger picture signed by Robert Englund, and it said, "You're in my world, bitch," is what it said. Robert Englund, right? And it was a nice picture. They wanted $500 for it. 500. And so I walked around that whole day thinking, man, I want this picture so bad. Like, I gotta have it, gotta have it, gotta have it. But I ain't really got $500 to spend on a picture. And I was just thinking, I was like, okay, let me see if I can talk them down, right? And when I went back, somebody had bought it. It was gone. I was like, damn. And it was so badass. It was so badass. But it just wasn't meant to be, right? I guess it wasn't meant to be. Dolly, you have a box coming from me with some Funko Pop dolls. Ones you're looking for. Moto Mom says, awesome. They had a lot of Funko Pops at the GalaxyCon. A lot of them were signed, so they were like 150, 200. Right, they had some stuff signed by Art the Clown. I love Terrifier, the movie Terrifier, Friday the 13th, Michael Myers, Chucky. Like, my collection is growing though. Like, as far as heads and I got life-size animations of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Freddy Krueger. What else do I got? Nightmare, Freddy Krueger, Art the Clown. I got a life-size Art the Clown. I got a life-size Beetlejuice. I got Aliens Attack that sits right here. Y'all can't see it because it's green. I got my green screen on, but it's a big-ass green alien that sits in my studio. So I've been collecting like horror movie stuff for a good little bit of time now, right? And that is awesome, Moto Mom. So I'm a weirdo, like if you walked in my house, you'd be like, what the hell? Like matter of fact, I had a new refrigerator delivered, like, I don't know, like last month sometime. And the two dudes were bringing in the fridge and they would look around and they were like, dude, how do you sleep in here? Right. Because it's all horror movie stuff. Everything's horror movie in the whole front of the house. Like my living room, there's a Freddy in the living room. There's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And then, I got all the movie posters of, all my favorite movies. So it's like, and then you got the little shelf with all the heads on it, like the different horror movie heads. And then I got like film strips I own a film strip from the original Freddy movie. I own a film strip from the Jason. I think it's Jason 3. I'm not for sure. I think it's Jason 3. I love it. That's awesome. So yeah, they were like, how do you sleep in here at night? And I was like, I sleep perfectly fine. Here's the thing, like horror movies don't scare me. People scare me, right? Real live con artists, these people out here that are real, that are doing dirty stuff, and them people scare me, right? Freddy Krueger and damn House of a Thousand Corpses and things like that. That don't scare me, right? Because I know that's entertainment, that's a movie. It's these weirdos in real life that scare me. I'm not scared of fake boogeymen. I'm scared of real men that are out here doing horrible things. And there's tons of Dolly, you have shown the movie title Big Dolly, have you seen the movie titled Big Driver? Oh my God, it's on Prime. Joan Jett is in it. No, I haven't seen it. Dolly, listen to PJ. I didn't see what PJ said. I was talking. He is annoying me on purpose. It's okay, guys. Okay, I see that. Let me go back up. I'll see what she says. Okay, I quit. Okay. He's going to make me angry. I mean, how much? She said so many things. Frankie's new hairpiece, Dolly. Okay. Yeah, PJ bought her some princess crowns while she was there. And so I come into the house last night from coming from GalaxyCon, right? And PJ, because I collect heads, right? I got Frankenstein, I got Jason Voorhees with the head and the mask, and I just got a whole bunch of Art the Clown heads, Freddy heads, House of Thousand Corpses. And she has the princess crowns on my heads, like, because she bought a couple little princess crowns. So Jason has a princess crown on, Jason Voorhees. He got a hockey mask and a princess crown on his head. And Frankenstein is wearing a princess crown. Okay. I'm like, why the hell did you make my scary dudes look like little princesses? But that's where she put them, because I guess that's a good place to set it, is on a head, right? So she put it on my damn horror props. So we're going to have to tighten that up. They're going to have to, you're messing up the scary. Okay. It's supposed to be scary. When you come in, you're supposed to be like, oh my God, and now you kind of took away that, oh my God effect. So, but I'm running out of room for my horror collection. Like, I don't have a lot of room left. Right, because I got the life-size animations, I got baby Michael Myers, I got baby Texas Chainsaw, I got the adults and the baby versions of everything, right? So I got the Friday the 13th Camp Crystal Lake sign, I got all kinds of shit. Okay, I got all kinds of stuff. But I'm running out of room. And there's this big horror convention coming up this year. And at the last horror convention, I bought me a big ass painting of Crypt Keeper from Tales from the Crypt. Okay, was one of my newest adds to my collection before I bought that Freddy mask. So last thing I bought was and I added the in rest in peace to Candyman. Okay, Candyman passed away. For anybody that's seen the movie Candyman, so right before,
show us pics of the heads with their crowns in your next live.
Yeah, I will, May. Right, or I could go get one and show it to you. But I got a chance to meet Candyman right before he died. Like, I met him, and a week later he died. So I got him to sign a big poster for me from the movie Candyman. And I took a picture with him, which, you never know. Like I said, you're not promised tomorrow. And so I got a chance to meet Candyman and take a picture with him. So I took a picture with him, and then like a week later, he passed away. So that was a good grab. You want to see that one? That was a good grab before he passed away. So rest in peace to Candyman. You say it multiple times, he shows up. Anybody ever seen that movie, Candyman? So but there's still a lot of stuff that I want. It's just like I ain't got room for it. Like, unless I want the whole house to be horror movie themed. Right now, it's just my living room and my dining room is kind of horror movie themed. And I don't want to do the whole house. You know what I'm saying? And then, eventually it's going to be in my man cave. So then it'll clear out some of the house, and I'll have a little bit more room for some of my horror movie stuff. Right. Love it. One of your favorite horror. Dolly Vision, tell them about the fork. You talking about Jeffrey Dahmer's fork? I tried to get it. I just didn't have the money. And especially when they were selling that fork, I wasn't doing too good. Like, I was like, I don't know. I was like paycheck to paycheck, right? Like, I just didn't have no money in the bank, or but I still was going to try to buy it. It sold for like, I think it was over $400 for a fork. Right. And I just wanted to put it I wanted to frame it and put it on my wall. And then when people come in and be like, why do you got a fork framed on the wall? I'd be like, that's Jeffrey Dahmer's fork. Right. Because when Jeffrey Dahmer was prosecuted, he was sued. Right. There was a civil suit, and a preacher came forward because he didn't want them auctioning off Jeffrey Dahmer's stuff. So he came forward and he paid the lawsuit for Jeffrey Dahmer. And then he pulled all his stuff out of his apartment and burned it in the street. Okay. So most of Jeffrey Dahmer's belongings got burnt by a preacher. Okay. So the stuff that was taken into evidence ended up somehow mysteriously, crooked ass police finding its way back into the public, into an auction site. Okay. So not only did it have the fork, but it had the pictures that were taken of the fork and the crime scene numbers. So it's legit. It was the legit fork from Jeffrey Dahmer's house. They sold the toaster. They sold the toaster oven. They sold some forks, some spoons. And so I get on this auction because I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a lot of collectors that collect serial killer stuff. Okay. I collect horror movie stuff, but there's a lot of people that collect serial killer stuff. And one of the biggest people that buy this stuff up is Jonathan Davis from the band Korn. He has a huge serial killer collection. I mean, massive stuff from Jeffrey Dahmer, from Ted Bundy, from Charles Manson, everybody. He has something from everybody. And he used to be a coroner or mortician. He was one of those, coroner, mortician, but he used to deal with dead people, and he collects serial killer stuff, which is odd. He's an odd ass dude. But so, sometimes I'll go through these sites because I wanted a John Wayne Gacy painting. I'm a weirdo, right? So I've been wanting a John Wayne Gacy painting, but they sell for so much that I've never been able to afford one, right? I mean, for Pogo the Clown, like the main clown one, we're talking $50,000 for the painting, right? And he painted these in his prison cell. He has smaller ones that sell for different amounts, but for the main, the really good ones, they're about $50,000. And there's these different sites that you can go to that sell serial killer stuff, right? So I went to the site and they were saying, hey, that we're going to have this big auction that we're auctioning off a bunch of stuff. And this is crazy. The bunk beds from Heaven's Gate. You remember Heaven's Gate, right? The cult that was chasing the Hellbot comet. Okay. So they had took possession of all the beds of Heaven's Gate cult, and they were auctioning the bunk beds off, right? So you could have bought a bunk bed from Heaven's Gate. You could have bought a fork from Jeffrey Dahmer, the toaster oven. And there were some other things. I can't remember. It's been so many years now. I can't remember exactly what they were auctioning, but I bid, I think 150 or 250 for the fork, right? Like, which is crazy, outrageous amount of money for a fork, right? And you really don't know if he ate anybody with the fork. Okay. You don't really know if a fork was used in the crime, but it's his fork. Okay. It's definitely his fork. And at some point he used that fork. I don't know what he ate with the fork, but the fork, I think, sold for $400. Jeffrey Dahmer's fork. Okay. I think I know it was more than what I put in. And I was like, damn, I can't get the fork. I didn't have that much money at the time to buy a fork. Okay. So, but yeah, there's people that collect all kinds of weird, crazy stuff. And a lot of people, some people, it's almost at the point of hoarding. You got so much of it that you can't even display it. Right. Like, cause I like right now I got masks just sitting everywhere because I don't got room to put them, like I usually buy like a mannequin head, like women put wigs on, and then I set my heads on those, you know. So now I got to buy some more because I have more masks so I can display my heads. But I have a shelf that holds 2, 4, 6, 8 masks. Okay. Now I got to get a bigger shelf, is what it is. Because as the head collection grows, you know, I always tell people, you know, I'm a head hunter, you know, I'm looking for certain heads to add to my collection. And you'll see that in the GalaxyCon video that I took, because they had, you know, they didn't just have Freddy, right? They had a bunch of different Michael Myers masks, and they were pricey. They were really pricey. And I had to make a pimping decision. Like, I can get one of them. And the Freddy one was the most expensive with the hat. The hat was, I think, what made it expensive. But because you had to buy the hat and the mask separately. Like, that's weird, right? Because Freddy wears a hat. Why ain't the hat? But that's the Freddy hat and that's the Freddy mask. But you couldn't buy them as, you know, they wasn't together for one. You had to buy the mask and the hat. 929. Damn, you get up early, Dolly. What happened to Turtle Island? I was at I'm about to say CrimeCon. I was at GalaxyCon last night in Richmond. Okay, trying to track down Ric Flair so I could figure 4 leg lock him. Okay, couldn't do it. He was out getting drunk. Ric Flair is a drinker, apparently. He likes to sip and tip a little bit. And so I couldn't get a hold of Ric Flair. And then I didn't get back to GalaxyCon till late in the afternoon. And time I got back, guys, I literally done walked. It felt like 100 miles. My feet were hurting. My legs were hurting. I was wore out. And I went to bed last night pretty early. And said, I could have got up for Turtle Island, but I was like, look, I need to rest. I will do Turtle Island tonight. Right. But last night I was wore out. I had a crazy weekend. So Friday night I went to Madball with my daughter, right? Which is a crazy hardcore show. People are fighting, throwing drinks, crowd surfing, head walking. It was madness. I don't know if anybody's into hardcore music here. It was insane. Okay. Which I stood there for hours, which made me tired. And then Saturday I went to GalaxyCon. And then Sunday I went to GalaxyCon. So, and it's a 2-hour ride there and it's a 2-hour ride back. So I was tired, basically, is what happened to Turtle Island. So I skipped Turtle Island last night and I'm going to do it tonight. You heard last week that Ric Flair passed away. No, he's definitely not dead. Okay. He's definitely not dead. And he was at the Chili's in Richmond getting drunk. Okay. By the airport. Apparently he likes the Chili's by the airport to do a little drinking and sipping and tipping. He was there. He was in Richmond. He showed up to GalaxyCon, and I don't know if something transpired between him and the people that do GalaxyCon, but he ended up leaving. They canceled all his events that was scheduled for the weekend. And the people from Richmond were telling me, they were like, yo, he's at Chili's. He's at Chili's drinking. So everybody knew where he was at, but and people even said, and because he had a thing where you could go drink with him. Apparently, Ric Flair, I don't know if y'all seen this documentary on Netflix. He's a little bit of a womanizer, and he likes to drink. And he says that's why he can't keep a wife, is because he drinks and he likes women, and he just can't stop. It's like, you know, he's basically an alcoholic. He's an alcoholic, right? So he drinks a lot and he likes women. So he can't keep a marriage together. He just likes to travel and drink. And they say Ric Flair is he's routine. So like wherever he goes to the same spot every time. Like in Richmond, he goes to Chili's. Like when he's in Florida, he goes to a certain bar. And he does that everywhere he goes. He has a spot that he likes. And that's it. Right? I mean, but Mick Foley was there the whole time. Booker T was there the whole time. Jake the Snake, Kane, Kurt Angle, all them dudes. But Ric Flair said, "The hell with this, I'm out." You know, I don't. Maybe they wouldn't allow him to drink while he was there. I don't know. I didn't see nobody else drinking. They had a bar there, you know, but I didn't see any of the other celebrities sitting around drinking.
Love to know why Pascal quit Seth.
I would too, you know, but I think, you know, there's a reason for it, right? There's totally a reason for why Pascal backed out away from that. And if, you know, we seen, you know, he went to that prayer vigil, and then after that, Pascal backed away from it. I don't know what he's seen there or what he experienced, but after that, Pascal really didn't have too much to do with Seth after that. He has talked to him after that, but he don't really cover it like that. He got out the case like quick, just as quick as he got in it, he got out. So, I mean, I try to tell people that maybe he didn't want to be surrounded by crooks and cons. Right? Maybe he's seen it. Maybe he knew, right? Like I'm trying to explain to you guys, like, why would Seth surround himself with these people? Why would he stop looking for the kid? Maybe he's seen it was about show and not finding Sebastian. And people are mad at me because I want Sebastian found. I want people to continue to search. To me, that is insane. Like, so you don't want people searching for the kid? Right? Because if you're over here saying something bad to me, it's because you don't want people searching for the kid. Because all I've ever said is get out there and search for the kid. Right? That's it. Is that bad? That Seth is surrounded by con artists and get out there and look for the kid? Is that bad? Am I saying something horrible? Because to me, it's the truth. He should be out there looking for his son, actively searching for this child. It ain't going to magically fall into his lap. And he is surrounded by con artists. Okay, if you think Tony's not a con, if you think Tony's a con artist, press 1. If you think he ain't, press 2 in the chat. There's 1,000 people in here right now. Let's see. Would y'all think he's a con? 1, he's a con. 2, he's not. I mean, right off the rip, it's just nothing but ones. No, you don't think Teresa? Okay, Teresa don't. Teresa, you might be alone in here today because look at all these ones. Okay, Sheila don't think he's a con. And you can answer truthfully. I'm not going to get mad at you. I mean, but look how many people think this man is a slap ass crook. Okay. Just look at that, guys. For you guys that press 2, look how many ones there is. So you think all these people are wrong? Carolina girl. Okay, well, you guys got a bad, listen, I'm not want to talk bad about you because you probably are sweet people, but you have a bad judge of character. Okay. 3, you never paid attention to have an opinion. Okay, well, you should pay attention, right? If you're covering this case, you need to know when people are not legit, right? When they're fakes and frauds. And then, like, when I say these things and people are getting mad, but you're overlooking the fact that he's surrounded himself with cons and grifters and people that don't care about missing kids. That they say hateful things. They say hateful. It's okay to say hateful things about these people, but it's not okay to say hateful things about this person. That's a hypocrite, right? If you can sit up here and talk bad about Chris and Katie, then you can talk bad about anybody. That means they're all fair game. And what is some one person off limit, but they ain't? Okay. When the police said everybody's still a suspect. And the bad thing about this is Seth has way more bad people around him than Chris and Katie do. Way terrible ass people. So to sit there and say, look at all these people that are taken up for them and look at their character. Just look at it. Like Ed Bassmaster would say, well, you just look at it. Just look at it. Look at them. Right? And they got a nerve to say something about Dolly. You got a nerve. Y'all need to take that shit, turn it sideways, and stick it up your Rudy Poo candy. You know what the wrestlers say, right? Right? Go F yourself sideways. Because you sitting up here talking just bad about Chris and Katie is no different than me saying something bad about Seth. Right? Because Seth's not looking. Somebody get out here and tell me he is. He's looking. Where is he looking? Prove it to me. Show me. Show me he's looking. Tell me one organized search he put together. I'm waiting. I'll be here. Okay. I ain't going anywhere. I've been here for years. So y'all show me one place where he's organizing searches. And there's one thing I got is a lot of people that watch me from Tennessee. I've been covering the Summer Wells stuff for years. Sebastian Rogers for over the last year. I've made a lot of friends in Hendersonville. A lot. And them friends talk to me. They don't see nobody out there searching for Sebastian Rogers. They don't see Seth and no search parties out there in them woods searching for Sebastian Rogers. So when are they searching? What is Tony getting? I don't know. I believe he's using it for tax purposes, write-offs and things like that. That's what another viewer said. And I thought about it. I was like, yeah, that makes a little bit of sense. I mean, he's getting attention, right? He's getting attention that he wasn't getting before. He's a failed YouTuber. Guys, I don't know if y'all know this, but in the Idaho 4, he was out there droning over the Idaho 4 house, right? He just failed as a YouTuber. Nobody watched him. Nobody cared. Then he leached onto the Caleb Harris case, right? And then the father fired him off of that, and they were friends. Didn't want nothing to do with him. And then he gets online and he takes the Caleb Harris count and turns it into a fight with JL. Oh, he built that page off of Caleb Harris. It was a Caleb Harris page. Then he turned it into his page to fight with JLR when it had 10,000 people up there that supported. I just ordered. Okay, that might be what the dogs are barking at. Give me 1 second. Okay, where was I? Oh, okay. So then he takes the Caleb Harris page and he turns it into his page so he can fight with JLR. And then we remember he said, I want to bring in Nina Glass, but we got to get some money together to buy her a new engine for her truck. Okay. He wanted thousands of dollars when he first came in to help Nina get to Tennessee. Y'all remember that? Does anybody, how quickly y'all forget? So when people get up here and they get mad, don't forget, I've been following this since day one. You know, I was one of the first YouTubers out there, me, JLR, and Trev time when this first happened. Okay. So he came in with a grift to bring in a terrible ass lady. Rest in peace to Nina Glass, right? Even if you did bad, you still pass away. So I'm going to show you some respect in death. But don't forget he's tried to con and scam day one. Okay. Day one. Don't forget this shit, guys, because a year later, that's easy to forget. Oh, Tony's such a good guy. No, he's not. He's a scammer. He's a con. They called him Mr. GoFundMe King in the Caleb Harris case. There was like 7 GoFundMes, and he had control of them. Right? He had control of them, and he would have to issue the money to the parents. Like, but how much did he keep? Right? And then look, he leached right on the Seth. He left. Remember when Caleb, they found his body? He had nothing to do with that. He wasn't a spokesperson anymore or nothing. He had done leached on the Seth. Don't forget these things, guys. Okay? Don't forget. Because when people are like, well, Dolly, why do you say the things you do? Because I remember everything. Every bit of it. Okay? You ain't going to be a con and a hustler and then, what, a year later, you ain't? No, you are what you are up here. Okay? But he tried the YouTube thing. It just didn't work out for him in the Idaho 4 case. Anybody remember that? Okay. Anybody remember he was droning over to Idaho 4? So let's keep everything real and let's keep it 100. These YouTubers that are simping for him, they're doing it for money, right? For views and clicks to get him on the channel and shit like that. Yeah, y'all ain't fooling nobody. They ain't fooling me. Okay, I'm a YouTuber. I ain't brand new to this shit. I've been around years. And I know what kind of people y'all are. Okay, that's the difference. These people that are just tuning in for the first time, or they've been here a short amount of time, they don't know. They think these YouTubers are really cool and great, and they're trying to find Sebastian. No, the fuck they're not. Let's be honest. Let's keep it a $100. This right here is, if you're a YouTuber and you're supporting Seth out here, you're also supporting Tony. Okay? A con man. So if there's a YouTuber out here that'll say Tony ain't a con, but he came in with a grift, needing money for Nina Glass's vehicle. Remember that? But he has all this money and lives on all these acres of land. Why didn't you buy Nina Glass an engine? Mr. I care about the kid. I spent $17,000 of my money. Anybody remember him saying that? That he spent $17,000? Why? If you got so much money, why didn't you get Nina the engine yourself? Because you're a scammer. You're a grifter. You're a con artist. And you've done this for what reasons? I have no fucking clue. But look, I know when I Crabtree bought it. Is that what it was? Paid to fix her car? Poor Crabtree, man. Damn. Wow. Absolute wow. So, yeah, you got Seth side by side with a con man. But Seth is this great day. You notice Seth ain't looked for the kid since. Hasn't looked since. Tell me I'm wrong. Somebody tell me I'm wrong. Somebody lie to me. Tell me I'm wrong. Dolly, you wrong. Dolly's absolutely right. That's the bad part of it. That's the bad part of it. I don't know. They're all bouncing in and out of court. Not my gig. For all you people that press 2, do you hear this? Do you think we're lying to you? Do you think I'm lying to you? That he didn't do these things? I hate to tell you, even if you press 2, I'm not lying to you. I'm telling you the truth. This is what was going on. Now, if you missed that stuff and you didn't see it, you may not know. Okay? If you haven't been here since day one and you came into this late, you may not understand what we're talking about. You're just thinking, I'm being a big old meanie, right? But if you've been here for day one like us, in the trenches, you got to remember, guys, like when this happened, I jumped on a plane, spent my money, flew down there to help look. And I had to carry them big-ass snake boots with me because I couldn't fit them into my bag. So I had them tied around my neck. And I'm sitting in like, damn, between two big-ass people with these big-ass snake boots wrapped around me. I don't forget that stuff. Right? And then you let the Raging Cajuns take over, and they were scammers. Right? They were just bad. And then right after that, here comes Tony. Right? Well, no. The Ragens left, and Seth was doing the right thing. Okay? Seth was out there at the rudder, and he was putting these search parties together. And then Tony came in, then Betty came in, and then since then, it's been shit in a handbag. Okay? It's been absolutely nothing. And just like this right here, Kay, pure truth from Dolly. That is absolutely how this is played out. Now, do I think Seth has anything to do with the disappearance of his son? No, I don't. I've never accused Seth of having anything. I've been suspicious of the mother because of her behavior. And I say this when I say this. Do I know Katie did it? No, I don't. I could be wrong. I just have my suspicions that her behavior's weird. Does that mean she did it? No. Nobody has any proof she did it. Do people think she did it? Hell yeah, a lot of people think she did it. But do a lot of people have proof she did it? No. So we're all in the same boat here. If somebody's doing wrong or not acting right, we Do we not say nothing about it? So we overlook all the wrongs of Seth, but we point out every flaw of Katie. Right? I mean, that's where we're at. That's what people want. Right? That's what these people that are leaving these hateful comments on my page want, right? They want me to bash Katie, but not say nothing about Seth and his behavior or the cons and grifters that he surrounds himself with. Make that make sense. To me, if you ain't picked a side, everybody's open for business. Okay. It's hunting season and we're hunting for Sebastian. And anything that has to do with that is an open target to me. If you're doing the right things, have you ever heard me talk bad about somebody for them doing the right things? Think about that. But when you ain't doing the right things, oh, I got some shit to say. And I'm going to, like when people say, hey, Dolly, you're so wrong. You're a piece of shit for talking about the only person looking. You're wrong right there because you just said he's the only person looking. First off. So when you just call me a piece of shit, you just did that being wrong. Okay? Because he's not looking. And he's not the only person looking at that. I don't think he's looking at all, but that's just my opinion. I know he's not publicly looking at all. So he's not asking for the community's help. And what do we know? It takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to find one when they go missing also. Right? Every good person around Seth left. Tell me one decent person that was around him. Remember how good the PIs were he first had Chloe and them? Dolly, you may be a POS, but everyone's loves Dolly. I'm not a piece of shit. I'm an asshole. There's a difference. There's a big difference. I have the biggest heart in the world, but I can be an asshole. You know what I'm saying? And I know that. Like, I'll help you quicker than anyone. But when it's time to be an asshole, I could be a good one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could be your best friend or your worst enemy. It depends which one you want. And my thing is I don't try to befriend any of these people. None of them. I never tried to befriend Don or Candace Wells, even though I still treat them pretty decently, considering the facts. I buy their dogs dog food and I'll help them out every now and then. But I don't consider myself their friend. I just consider myself a decent human being. So, like I said, I'm not here to be any of their friends. Dolly, check the give and go. I don't have the link. If you post a link real fast, I can check it. I don't have the link to the give and go. So PJ, post a link for it and I will check it real fast. Okay. Just post it real quick right now and I'll check it. So if anybody donated to our cause, okay, here we go. I will check it. Okay, let's see. 2 minutes ago, Helena M. Dolly and PJ, you guys are wonderful for all you do for helping the missing, for these kids. The mission is real. Thank you so much. And then 7 days ago, Thelma donated and said, hello, Dolly and PJ, a little something to help on the road. Love and light. Well, we'll be back on the road here soon. Becky, 15 days ago. Thank you so much, Becky. Let me heart that. It didn't have a comment. 15 days ago was TLF. $5. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate your uplifting stream mixed with humor, energy, and spiritual wisdom. That was Dr. Latina. Now, Dr. Latina, she is, I guess she thinks Karen Reed is innocent, which is perfectly fine. Like, I don't hate people that think Karen Reed's innocent. We just have a difference in opinion on that, Dr. Latina. And we'll see in the end, like we'll let the justice system play out on that one and we'll see if she's innocent or guilty. To to me, like I said, I just want to see justice for John O'Keefe and whatever that justice may be, right? I think the truth will come out in the end. And if she's convicted, then she's guilty. If she's not convicted, then she's innocent, right? I don't determine like if she's innocent or guilty. I'm not on the jury. I'm not the judge. Just my opinion is that things point to her. So if you donated to that link, thank you guys. Thank you so much. So that's the fund that we use when we go out on the road searching for missing people. So that way, you know, gas, food, expensive, all that stuff adds up so fast. And I'd be out all the time if I could financially afford it. It's just I can't. So we have to do it in little spurts, 3 days here, 2 days here. So the last time we went out was when we went out searching for Sebastian. We went out searching for Summer Wells, right? And we didn't have a lot of time. And then we did a couple of days of covering the trial in Kingsport of Megan Boswell. All right. That was our last adventure out. And the next one will be, I got a lot coming up. So thank you guys that have been donating to that. I got Stephen Stearns. Okay. We got Brian Kohlberger. We got Karen Reed, which is coming up. So we got a lot we're going to be covering, just court cases this year. That don't even include, you know, the looking for missing kids, searching for people. And, you know, every year something crazy happens. And we, you know, if somebody goes missing, we use that fund immediately. Like if I got to jump on a plane and go somewhere, just like, you know, last year, Sebastian came up missing. And as soon as he came up missing, what did I do? I went down there. I called the airport. I booked me a ticket to Tennessee, Nashville, because there ain't no airplane that lands in Hendersonville. Rented me a car. Okay. Cause you got to fly in, you got to rent a car, especially if you're trying to get there quickly when it first happens. Get a hotel. So you were already talking, I'm $1,000 in right there. You know what I'm saying? Plane ticket, hotel, car. I just dropped a G to go look for this kid to get there. And they tell me to F off like they did in Hendersonville, the Raging Cajuns did. Now, this is somebody that then flew in to help take part of the search, but you're out here openly saying you're wanting searchers. But when somebody shows up to help, you tell them to F off and get all up in their face, acting crazy. But you see what it takes to do the things that we do. You have to be prepared. And that fun, that helps that. That really, truly helps that. And we didn't have that last year. This year we thought, okay, well, we'll have a fund. So if anything does pop up, we're able to take part and do what we do and help the search. There's still a few things that I need to add to our command center that we have been putting together, you know, as far as the trucks, the drones, the camper, because we usually stay in a camper because hotels are expensive as shit. You're talking $200 a night for one that don't have bed bugs, right? So if we stay in the camper, it saves us like $1,000 a trip. So we've been building everything to be able to go look for kids. There's still a few small things that I need. You know, I still need a 4-wheeler. I'm trying to find a good deal. I don't just buy anything. I wait till I can get a really good deal on it. Right. Like I'll wait. I'll wait it out till this is the perfect price. This is the perfect thing. This is exactly what we need. So we do that. And like I said, I'm going to add a 4-wheeler and I'm adding like probably a little bass boat. So we're able to search by water. So we'll have sonar in the bass boat. We'll have, John boat. I'm not getting a bass boat because a bass boat would be fucking $10,000. So I'm going to get a little John boat, have my sonars on it. And then of course my 4-wheeler. So it'll help me search through the woods. Because right now I've been searching everything on foot and by drones. And I would like to be able to get into the woods and move around a lot faster. Seems like no one are put in their time to search for him. Seth did with JR, but we haven't him say, you get that. I don't know what you're trying to say there. Of one, but we haven't seen Seth searching a year. Let's be honest, we haven't. And everybody's like, he's the only one searching. Well, where is he searching? Right? People are quick to say that with no proof that he's doing anything. None. He can say, I can say I'm searching right now. Does that mean I'm searching? No, I'm sitting at a desk in Virginia. He's sitting at a desk in wherever, what is it, Davidson County? He ain't doing shit. Right? Does he look, just look at him. Does he look in like he's going to be doing something? This, I ain't even trying to be disrespectful. Does he look like he's searching at all? Right? Does he look like he's searching? I mean, does he look like the type of person that'd be searching? It's horrible, guys. I ain't just purposely want to talk bad about him. You know, I just wanted to say, because people were leaving these hateful comments on it. It ain't like I come up here every day and talk bad about Seth. Right? I don't. I usually don't say nothing about him at all. But I want people to understand that you're dealing with his, not just Seth, but his crew. If it was just Seth, I get what you're saying. You're picking on the dead of yeah, but I'm picking on con artists and grifters along with Seth. If you take it out, then yeah, it looks like I'm just picking on Seth by itself, but I'm not. I'm talking about everybody that has surrounded Seth. Okay. His team. Look at his team. Is all I'm saying. That's it. All right. And I'm telling nothing but the truth. If I came up and I was lying, I can understand people being mad. Dolly, why are you lying on that man and making up shit? Okay. These same people that surround Seth are the ones superimposing Chris Proudfoot's picture into Bigfoot pictures. Okay. You seen they were doing it, right? You seen the Nancy. Did I lie about Nancy Grace? Did I lie about Nancy Grace? Everybody was, fuck Dolly. You don't know what you're talking about. You just jealous, right? Jealous of what? Jealous of what? What do I got to be jealous of? I live a good life. Okay. I live a good life. What the hell you know, I got a Mr. Pillow. Okay. You know, I got a Mr. Pillow in there. I sleep good at night. I sleep good as a bitch. What do I in the world do I got to be jealous of? Right. But when I tell the truth, people are like, oh, you're just jealous of this and you're jealous of that. What the fuck do I got to be jealous of? Okay. What? what? I don't get it. I'm just like, you must not know Dolly, right? Like, I built a good life for myself before I even got on the YouTube, before I even got here. Okay. Like, I don't think people understand. It really boggles my mind when they could just go, okay, Dolly's, you know, telling the truth, and it is what it is, right? But in the end, it always ends the same way. People be like, oh yeah, you were right, Dolly. But they never apologize for the mean. Well, some people do. I've had a couple people write me and apologize. But most of the majority of people, they never apologize for what they say when they're wrong. Okay. Me, I say something that's not true. I'll come up here and say, hey man, I'm a grown ass man. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I thought it was this way and it was that way. It's real easy for me. It's grown man shit, you know, take responsibility and keep moving. But these people that say these things, when they're proven wrong and that I was right, they don't apologize to me. All them people that said were talking shit about me when I said about the Nancy Grace show that it was fake and they were faking the pictures and they were superimposing it and they're doing this to get attention and clicks and views and they're making up shit and everybody came in being hateful. Do you think one of them people have apologized to me? One? Now, who was right? Who was right? So for all you people that said the wrong shit, ha ha, right? Dolly was right. Add it to my times that I've been right. It's a lot. It's a fucking lot. So for people instead of owing me an apology, they just shut up and don't say nothing because you were wrong. And Dolly was right. And people, they can't, you were right, Dolly. I know. You ain't, I know. I mean, but you probably didn't say nothing bad about me. I'm talking to the people that are saying bad things. Okay? I'm just trying to show you how wrong you guys are. And in the end, you will know Dolly was right. Because I have no reason to lie to you. I have no reason to bullshit people. It don't make a difference. It just does not make a difference to me. All I have to do is come up here and be me and speak from the heart. That's it. I don't plan any of this shit. I just let it go. You never know what's gonna come out this mouth, right? But I guarantee you 99.9 it's gonna be some real shit. Because I ain't a fake dude. And I don't think everybody up here is fake people. I do believe there are some people out here that will believe what they hear, right? Because they like these YouTube creators. And I understand that. I get it. You like that person, you want to believe them, and they wouldn't bullshit me. Well, let me tell you, that's where you made your first mistake. Yes, they would bullshit you. Okay? They would bullshit you. Simple as that. Right? And then you're white knighting for people that, and you think I'm bad. If you think I'm bad and that these people are good, hey, that was your second mistake. Okay. Because I can tell you, if you think I'm bad, these people are a hell of a lot worse than me. Hell of a lot worse. Like terrible. Well, they hide it behind, like T-Rev, behind prayer and, oh, thank you so much. And where I'm just an asshole. Okay. I'm who I am. I don't sell you something that is some just straight BS. I'm the same dude that you'll meet at GalaxyCon. I'm the same dude that you'll meet in Tennessee. I'm the same dude sitting in this chair. Always. I don't get up here and fake. Oh my God. Oh, thank you. I love you so much. And all that shit that they do. It's a show. So just remember that. Okay. And if you did say some mean things to me, be an adult and come back and be like, Dolly, you were right, and apologize. Right? That's what you should do. Not just let me duck Dolly because I didn't said some mean shit and I was wrong. No, just come back and be like, yeah, Dolly, you were right. I'm sorry. I probably didn't realize, maybe you didn't know that they were grifting in the beginning and that this dude's a con or something like that. You may have come into it late and you don't understand what's going on. You just need to be educated and schooled. And it's hard to argue with somebody that's been there since day one. All right. The Deucer's here.
He's green.
What? Grab Jason.
His crown is better.
You ain't going to see Frankenstein. He's green.
I know, but his crown is better.
We'll put that crown on Jason and bring Jason.
Okay.
Or put the crown on Freddy.
The crown can go on Freddy.
And I'll show him. Why don't I just show him your crown? Why does it have
Because
to
it don't make the same impression. That's the whole point, is the crown made it cool. You look stupid in the crown. It's got all my hair on it. I didn't realize I pulled out all my hair.
Okay.
Now he looks like Game of Thrones.
Now he looks like Game of Thrones. All right, can y'all see PJ's crown? She got his little purple. What are they? Sapphires or
Amethyst.
amethyst? Okay. So when I came in, all my masks were wearing little crowns on them where she thinks she's a princess. Okay. All right, take Freddy. All right, guys. PJ's here. I'm gonna get ready to wrap up, and plus I have cardio rehab today.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
I don't think the dog can handle it out there.
So I got to go to the heart doctor. They got to hook me to machines like the $1 Million Man, and I got to run on a damn treadmill. My feet hurt, my hips hurt, my knees hurt, my legs, because I've been walking around. I've been on my, and I got Turtle Island tonight because I've been, at the concert, GalaxyCon for 2 days. So I have been on my feet for like days straight, and now I got to go work out with my legs and knee while I'm hooked to a machine. Okay, so they can say, it's for my heart. So I've been going. I don't know. I done did it like, let's see, I'm probably on my 10th or 11th cardio program. I do it 3 days a week for the last 3 weeks. So 3, 6, 9. Now, this would be 9. Okay, 9 or 10 times that, you know, I'm on a treadmill, I'm on an exercise bike, I'm on ellipticals, I'm on rowing machines. And this is just all to build my heart back up from that heart attack that I had. But I am sore today. Oh my God, I'm sore, right? And it sucks. It really sucks. It wears me out because each program, they turn up the intensity. Okay. So like when I first started, it was really light. And then the next time you go, it's a little bit more and it's a little bit more and it's a little, they up it. They never go down. Okay. So like say if you start on a machine and it's on 1, the next time you're on a machine, it's on 2, 3, then it's 4, you know, it just keeps intensifying until you've done 18 classes. You've done lectures on nutrition, medicine, heart condition, and I forget what the last one is, but you got to have 4 lectures, 18 classes of this, right? And this is ordered from my heart doctor. So you got to do what the damn heart doctor says. So I got to do all this, and then I go back to the heart doctor. And it's just like I said, to rehabilitate my heart and get, and like the doctor told me, the doctor said, look, I want you to know, you know, and this will help your anxiety and your stress level a little bit, that you can do these things, right? Don't get scared that you're going to get out there and have another heart attack. You exercise, do these things. And when you're out there, you'll know that, hey, this is a lot easier than that exercise machine. I'm going to be okay. All right. So my lunch is here, guys. Y'all be good. I will see y'all later today. Until then, remember this. Nobody else does. Dolly loves you. Peace.